Alright, what's going on guys? It's GSR here. So welcome to my custom build of Kotal. So this is going to be the first one of him, and then I have a second one that's going to remind you guys of MK11 version of himself, right? So I gave him access to the command throw. This command throw cannot be neutral couched whatsoever, which is stupid as fuck, but it's whatever. So you have to hop up and jump up way up into the air. And he has the ability to switch sides with you, which is really nice. As you can clearly see right here, right? So he can switch sides with you, or he can keep you on the same side. He's in the correct range to chase you down with his forward too. He has a nice hit advantage. He gets a damage buff every single time, so that's pretty nice. He gets pretty good damage off of this, and I gave him his razor kite, right? So this helps his offense out really well because you have to guess on the command throw mix up, or you have to guess on this, and if you respect too much, then this allows him to become plus on block, to where he can either whip punish you or chase you down with his forward 2, and this causes problems in itself. Now, his down forward 2, which is his Kahn cut, leads into a pop-up that gives him access to a combo, and this is like one of the strongest things about him, to where he can create a mix-up off of his 1-2 string, right? And it's one of his strongest strings because of these two special moves, right? So, another thing is that if I put Shao Kahn on the flawless block situation, right? If he goes for his 4-2-4, right? As you can clearly see, there's no flawless block gap, right? So this is actually really good because he can condition the opponent to believe that he's just going to do this, and that's it, because they know that all they have to do is block low, and they get a full combo punish and possibly a crushing blow on this character. Now, one thing to take a note from this is that Kotal does not really have a lot of block stun on it, so you have to go for an immediate punish. You see how quick he was able to block despite the fact that he's minus 13 on block? So watch this. See what I mean? If you're just a split second too late, you don't get a punish. You see that? So you have to be really quick with the punish, and then you can go for like whatever combo that you want, and you can pretty much fuck his shit up, right? So you have to keep that in mind as well. So that's actually really good for Kotal because he can take advantage of that, especially like if you're so focused on like the mix-up and shit. Like, there is a flawless block gap in there, but why would you flawless block him? Why would you do that? You're wasting a defensive bar for no reason at all when you can get a bigger punish if you react quick enough. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind, right? So obviously he can stop you from guessing correctly because he has access to the command throw when it comes to his 1-2 string. But yeah, I gave him that. Now, this variation is strictly him being overly aggressive and him just getting massive amounts of damage, right? So what I gave him is his buff totem. So when this character ends up opening you up somehow, some way, right, he can use a bar of meter, right? And keep in mind that buff totem is meterless, right? And he just got 40% on you very easily, right? Not only that, he has the ability to set this up very easily, and there's nothing you can do about it, right? He can also whip punish you if you try to challenge him. Now, of course, you're probably going to take it upon yourself to challenge him anyway because you think he's going to apply pressure and you don't know what he's going to do, right? So he can create a strike throw mind game very easily and fuck you up. So now I'm going to call out the totem before I show you guys like his basic moves, right? So he can do shit like this. He can punish you. He can get like, you know, really good damage on you, and as you can clearly see, every time he touches you, you're losing a lot of fucking health, right? So this is causing problems. So imagine him calling out 2 of these totems, right? And he has his damage buff, which this is very possible because he can do the setup in the corner as well, right? So he calls out like 2 of his fucking totems, and then he ends up doing some shit like this to you, right? As you can clearly see here, nigga, you're losing a lot of fucking health. So this is a very, very dangerous variation, I think, because he gets access to twice the damage or more damage, and he can fuck you up. You know what I mean? Especially if he keeps charging up his command throw. So the thing is, like, in the corner, right? Check this out, right? In the corner, I'm gonna show you guys something, right? You see that shit, bro? Now, imagine this nigga, right, charging up this 3 times in a row, right? So let me get this nigga over here real quick before I do this combo again. Because imagine him just spazzing out on you. You know what I mean? Like, this nigga is just spazzing. Like, he's just going off on you, right? And you don't know what the hell's going on, right? You're just going against the right Kotal player, apparently, right? And this nigga's just spazzing out on you and shit. And then all of a sudden... Bruh, look at the damage, bro. Look at the damage, bro. Lord have mercy, bro. Off of 1 touch, nigga. Come on, dog. Yo, you are done for, bro. Like, yo, every touch, bro, is leading to 40+% damage. Every touch. Every touch. Even if Bro, your loot, every time he touches you, it's gonna force you to break. And then you're stuck into a strike throw mind game because even if you neutral crouch, guess what happens when you try to neutral crouch against a character like this? Thanks for the damage buff, bitch. yo. And guess what special moves that he has as default special moves, right? He has this, where he gives him a crushing blow, so that's pretty nice, right? Obviously, like, if you do this, right, he'll get this. So he's getting increased damage off of that. Not only that, the character, obviously, can do this shit to you right here. So, like I said, this is strictly damage, bro. And then he has, obviously, this right here, as you guys can clearly see here. So this is really good for him because he can obviously call this out. And as you can clearly see, he's getting, like, crazy amounts of damage that's unavoidable. Like, it's like, he could catch you off guard, bro, because you think he's gonna put you into a combo, and then all of a sudden, like, he does some shit like this, and then boom, you get hit, and now you just lost. Look how much damage you just lost, bro. Like, you see that? Like, watch. Just watch. Look how much damage he got off of this, though. Nigga, what? And then all of a sudden, you not only lost almost 16% of your health, but then he gets pretty much combo damage. Look at that. That's almost 25%, bro. If you do the math correctly on that, bro, he just got crazy amounts of damage on you. So every time he's touching you, bro, he's fucking your shit up. So it's just a bad situation just in general. And then I gave him the Sunbeam, right? Well, I mean, they gave him the Sunbeam. I didn't give him the Sunbeam, but it's on him. So obviously, this is a problem. And the reason why I say that is because if he has like a damage buff and he calls this out, like, nigga, you're gonna try and pressure him, and this is gonna allow him to open you up because you don't like the idea that this nigga's healing. And he can safely set this up every single time he puts you into a combo. So his main focus is gonna be setting that up and getting the damage on his command throw, and he's getting crazy amounts of damage. But not only that, right? What else does he have? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it from what I remember. Oh, he has this parry shit, like right here, to where he can get a damage buff off of that. And I showed some good examples of what he can do off of this back in my old video about this parry, because I said this parry was mad interesting, but it's not easy to use completely. So like, prime example is like Shao Kahn doing this right here, right? So you see what I mean? Like, he could do shit like that, which I always thought was actually pretty interesting. At least to me, I always thought it was interesting that he can do that. Plus, he can actually punish moves that are wake-up attacks. So it's like, hold on. Let me see if I can get it, because this is going to be kind of difficult. So I think it has something to do. There we go. There we go. I got it. Never mind. Now, I did mention something about this a long time ago, where I said I think it has something to do with your recovery. But then again, don't hold me on to that. All right, but yeah, he has that shit, and then you would think since I know all this shit, I would be a Kotal Kahn main, but apparently I'm not. So I might use them, you know, especially this variation I customized for him, because this is a very dirty variation, I think. Yeah, this is everything about Kotal Kahn, really. Like, he has the mix-up, he can play aggressively, he can rack up damage, he can set up damage situations, and his whole goal is to get the damage, right? So setting up, you know, the totem and getting his command throw. And when he hits you with the command throw, I mean, as you can see here, 15% damage. All right, let's see what it looks like now. It only did almost 13% damage. So he's getting really good damage just in general. Everything he does, every time he has this out, he's getting really good damage, right? And then when he ends up hitting you with, you know, situation like this, right? Like, this nigga he's racking up with damage. He's charging up his damage buff. So it's just constant damage, bro. It's just constant fucking damage. And then he has the ability to switch sides with you, which is scary, because if he puts you into the corner, nigga, you don't know what's gonna happen. So it's like, he can cause problems, bro, like a lot. Like, so I think this is pretty much everything that I want to talk about with Kotal Kahn. I will talk about his other variation that I'm currently customizing with him. It's going to remind you guys of his MK11 version of himself that I actually liked. But with that being said, I don't have anything else to add here. Hopefully they buff up Shao Kahn's little taunts that he has, because that's fucking ridiculous why his startup time's that long. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.